Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation. Myself, your SST teacher Girish Patil, welcome you for the online session for today's. Let us start with the session. Hello students, my name is Girish Patil. I am your expert teacher for today's session, and this session has been organized by Brihanmumbai Municipal Corporation. Vijay Khandare sir is the observer for the lesson, and today is 22nd of October. We are going to study the history subject, and the topic is Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. So let's get started. Let us see the competencies which we are going to learn after while studying this lesson and after completing this lesson. The first thing is to show the location of the Janapadas and Mahajanapadas on the map. After completing this lesson or while studying this lesson, you will be knowing the positions of the Janapadas and Mahajanapadas on our Indian subcontinent map. The second competency you're going to learn is to learn about the republic system of the Janapadas and Mahajanapadas in ancient India. The republic system means the type of the government which was administering the villages of Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. You're going to know about that. And the third competency you're going to learn is to understand the changing nature and the forms of the government of Janapadas and Mahajanapadas. Let's move to the next slide. What objectives we are going to discuss in this lesson, and we are going to get it. The lesson is divided into 3 parts. So this lecture will be in 3 parts. The first part is to know about Janapadas. In this first session, we are going to know in detail about Janapadas. The next session, we are going to learn to get information about Mahajanapadas. How the Janapadas are being converted into Mahajanapadas, that we are going to learn. And the last session will be to study about the rise of the Magad Empire. Magad Empire. Magad Empire was the most strongest empire of Mahajanapadas, and hence it has been highlighted in this lesson to get the more information about Mahajanapadas. So let's start with the first section, Janapadas. Students, can you see the picture on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We can see the first picture. The first picture is showing you the Vedic civilization, means the Vedic period. The period when the gurus were in the ashrams and children used to stay with the gurus in the ashram till they gain all the knowledge of survival. The second picture is showing the relocation of the people from certain place to a settled place. And the third picture is showing you the settlement of the small village, where the people are settled together and they're discussing about their objectives, their issues, and their problems in the village. And some person is sitting in between who is heading the meeting. So the village head, the person who is sitting in the middle, who is heading the meeting, was called Gramini. Number of villages means the 3, 4, 5 villages which were close together, they together form a vish, means they collectively were formed, they called vish. And the person who were heading the vish was called as the Vishpati. The number of vish means collectively the vish came together and they formed the Janas. And the head was called king or Nur. In this way, we'll come to know that Jana was the formed
first village, means properly administered village. And Janapadas means the land where the Jana, means the people, set its first foot. So this was the previous knowledge. We all knew about the Vedic period, and little bit knowledge we had about Janapadas. So we are going to study in detail now. Let us see about the period of the Janapadas. The first sentence. Who is going to read the first sentence for me? Is anybody there to read the first sentence for me? Yes? Please read the first sentence for me.
The
Yes,
period from 1000 BC to 600 BC is considered to be the post-Vedic period.
Exactly. Very good. The period from 1000 BC to 600 BC is considered to be the post-Vedic period. So what is this BC and what is this 1600? We are going to know in detail about this. It is the same period that the Janapadas came into existence, the post-Vedic period. First of all, in the first slide, we saw that the gurus were there in the ashram. That was the Vedic period. And after the Vedic period, when people relocated themselves and formed the settled villages, the small villages were formed Janapadas. So let's see the picture. Can you see the picture? Have you seen this picture before? Have you seen this picture before?
No.
No. Okay. This is a timeline. This is a timeline. See, in the center, it is 0, and above it, it is written birth of Jesus Christ. Means when we started calculating the period firmly, universally for all the world, we considered the birth of the Jesus Christ as 0. And we are living after the birth of the Jesus Christ. We all are living in the period which is after the birth of the Jesus Christ. And this period is termed as AD. That is Anno Domini. Means we are in 2020 AD. We are living in this AD period. But were the people living before the birth of the Jesus Christ? What do you think? Were the people living before the birth of the Jesus Christ? Yes or no? Yes, please tell me.
Yes.
Yes, people were living before the birth of the Jesus Christ. And that period is the ancient period or very previous period of our history. So Janapadas, this period we saw here, 1000 BC to 600 BC. See, you can see on the timeline, the period before the birth of the Jesus Christ is BC. It is written before Christ, means before the birth of the Jesus Christ. So this is measured in a reverse form. 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the reverse form, then 500 up to 1000, up to 1500, and the period goes on. But the Janapadas were between 1000 BC to 600 BC, means between this period. Can you see the pointer on the screen? Red pointer?
Yes.
Yes, this is the period of the Janapadas. Janapadas means first formed villages. This is the period. Let's move to the next slide, which is to the northwest of Indian subcontinent, to Bengal and Odisha in the east, and Maharashtra in the south. See, can you see the map over here? This map is the map of the Indian subcontinent. You can see some part of India over here because this is the map of the Indian subcontinent. So it is occupying the countries around India. So we can see that to the northwest, exactly to the northwest of India, there is our neighboring country Pakistan, and next to it the country is Afghanistan. the Mahajanapadas or the Janapadas were extending from right from Afghanistan to in the northwest. See, this direction is northwest. Northwest to Bengal and Odisha in the east. See the cursor, the pointer is moving in the direction. This part is the east direction of India. And the Janapadas, which are written in history, we are having a lot of information about these Janapadas in this chapter. They have extended towards Maharashtra in the south. And the Janapada called Asmak or Asmaka occupied the part of today's Maharashtra. Means the Janapada, the type of village, the ruler of the Janapada existed in Maharashtra. The name of that Janapada was Asmak or Asmaka. This is the picture from your textbook, right from your textbook, which is very much clear than that picture which we have saw before. It is showing the names of Janapadas. You can see the title of the map. It is the 16 Mahajanapadas. Right from Afghanistan, you can see the name Kamboj, Gandhar, Kuru, Matsya, Shrusen, Panchal, Kosla, Malla, Virj, Anga, Magadha, Kashi, Vatsa, Cheri, Avanti, Ashmak. This is in Maharashtra. You can see the Godavari river over here in this map. So this distinctly tells this is Maharashtra. As we know that Godavari river originates from Nasik, Trambakeshwar. So this is the part of Maharashtra. So these are the 16 Janapadas. Let us get the, from where do we get the information about these Janapadas and Mahajanapadas? So these are the historical books written by many historians. As we know that history, we learn from the historical books, and these books are written by the historians. The names of the Janapadas can be found in Sanskrit, Pali, and Ardhamagdi literature. Sanskrit, Pali, and Ardhamagdi literature. So what is Sanskrit? It is a language. Pali and Ardhamagdi are also the ancient languages of our country. And what is literature? Literature is the written work which gives us lots of information about that period. So the names of the Janapadas are written in the books which are written in Sanskrit, Pali, and Ardhamagdi language. One can also find the information about them in the writings of the Greek historians. You know that anciently also the people used to travel from one place to another place. So during that period, some Greek people who visited India, they wrote about the Janapadas in their books. Also, very important historical texts, the Buddhist text, Anguttara Nikaya and Mahavastu. These are the two books where we can get a lot of information about these Janapadas, and the Jaina text, Bhagavati Vatra Sutra, Bhagavati Sutra. These are the two important Buddhist and Jainist texts which are giving us the detailed information about the Janapadas. Let us see about the ruling policies in Janapadas. As we all know, as we have got to know that the Janapadas were the first formed villages. And if the people are living together, there should be an administration. There should be a proper administration so that the people should live a sound, safe life. Hence, some of the Janapadas were monarchies, while others were republic. Means here we are going to study about the administration of the Janapadas. What is meant by monarchies? Let us see the term monarchy. See, you can see in this picture, there is a king. So monarchy is nothing but the list of the rulers from the same family. Means the son of the king or any of the close relative of the king will only become the king. This was the monarchy system. Some Janapadas followed this monarchy system, and some Janapadas followed a republic system. And what is meant by republic? Republic means the people come together and some of the people who are elected to look after the administration of the place. So some Janapadas followed monarchy system, while some Janapadas followed republic system. See, in this second picture, you can see more than two people have come together on a table, and they are discussing about some issues, and they are trying to solve the issue. So this is the republic system. Now let us see some important facts about the Janapadas. Why the Janapadas are so important in our history to learn? Let us see about that. See, as we come to know that the Janapadas were the first formed organized villages. Some Janapadas had Gana Parishad or senior citizens. You should mark this word, Gana Parishad. Members of the Gana Parishad came together for discussion and made decisions regarding administrative issues. See, the Gana Parishad. It is a kind of a union. Means the people come together to discuss about certain problems, certain common problems. And it was headed by the senior citizens. Senior citizens are the most experienced people in the village that give us proper guidance about our problems and guide us to take proper decisions. So this senior citizens headed the meeting. The meeting was called Gana Parishad. Mark this word, Gana Parishad. It is very important. The place where this discussion took place was known as the Santhagar. Means the people of the Gana Parishad came together at a place. It was called Santhagar. See, this Gana Parishad was very important in all the administrative aspects of the Janapadas, like republic as well as the monarchy. Even in monarchy, even though if the king had all the powers to take the decision, people would form the Gana Parishad and discuss about their issues, and then they would go to the king for the resolution. So Gana Parishad was very important in any administrative aspect of the Janapada. And the place, the Santhagar, was worshipped by them because that was the place to resolve their problems and take proper decisions. The kings of the Janapadas, they want to make their own identity. So every Janapada had its own coinage. See, you can see over here. Every Janapada had its own coinage. This coinage means every king made his own identical coin, so that the people living in his kingdom, they should use this coin for the transactions. See, you can also see the picture. There are different coins. Some kings emboss their pics on the coins, and some kings emboss the names of the pictures of their deities, their god they worship on the coins, or some type of pictures of animals, or some type of religious pictures are also overseen here, like swastik and all are also over there. Every Janapada has his own coinage. Means coins are being used so previously. The currency, the coins which are using today are not the today's invention. They have been used from the ancient time. Also, the very important thing in the Janapadas where they were using iron on a large scale. They started using iron on a very large scale. The iron was used to make their artilleries, to make their weapons. This resulted them to make their weapons and to fight with the another Janapadas and to extend their boundaries. We are going to see that how Janapadas are converted into Mahajanapadas. The use of the iron is very important over there. And the last point, the important point of which we are going to learn over here is Gautam Buddha hailed from Shakya Republic. Shakya was also an Janapad and Gautam Buddha was also from the same period. Gautam Buddha, Vardhaman Mahavir, these gods we worship, they are from the same period of the Janapadas. See, Janapadas to Mahajanapadas. How the Janapadas are being converted into Mahajanapadas. Can you see these two pictures? We can see that in these two pictures there is a fight. A war is there. A fight is there. Means when Janapadas came together, they discuss about certain issues. If they are not satisfied with each other, they used to have a war. They extended their boundaries. Some Janapadas gradually become stronger and expanded their geographical boundaries. Such Janapadas came to be known as Mahajanapadas. They become stronger. And you know that one king who becomes stronger, he always try to extend his boundary. So these Janapada rulers extended their boundaries by the means of war or by some diplomatic ways. The diplomatic ways would be by marrying the daughter of the another king or by doing anything which will let the another ruler to get down and to hand over his kingdom to the another ruler. This type of tactics they used to convert, to expand their boundaries, to expand their boundaries. In the historical writings, we come to know that there are around 16 Mahajanapadas which are being listed. From the literature of that period, it is clear that up to the 6th century BCE, 16 Mahajanapadas have acquired special importance. From the literature, means from the books, from the Sanskrit, Ardhamagdi and Pali literature, and the Buddhist and the Jaina text. If we are going to read this text, we are going to come to know that there were around 16 Mahajanapadas and acquire special importance. 4 of them were very important, which we are going to learn in this chapter, that are Kosla, Vatsa, Avanti and Magadha. Among them become most powerful. Okay. Let me ask you some questions about this Janapadas now. The one who knows the answer can unmute himself and give the answer, and then again you mute yourself. From this, what do you know that how the Janapadas were expanded to Mahajanapadas? Which metal was in most used by the kings over there? Which metal?
Iron, sir.
Iron, yes. It's not iron, beta. It's iron. You should say iron.
Iron.
Yes, very good. Iron. Iron was mostly used by them. And Gautam Buddha belonged to which dynasty? It is Shakya. Okay. Gautam Buddha's father was also a ruler. Yes, very good. Correct. His father was also a ruler, but Gautam Buddha left all the his kingdom and became a monk, a saint, and he preached the people that we came to know. Now, in this chapter, henceforth, we are going to get more information about the 4 Janapadas. There are total 16 Janapadas, but we are going to get the more information about only 4 Janapadas in this chapter. Yes, Avinash, you want to ask something? Okay. So the Janapadas, Mahajanapadas, of which we are going to get more information are Avanti, Vatsa, Kosla, and Magda. See, there are overall 16 Janapadas, but the Janapadas which are very important and which were very strong, and we have to get the information about them. The important Janapadas are being listed in our textbook, and we are going to get the more information about them. Avanti, below the Avanti, it is Ujjaini and Mahishmati. So these are the capitals of Avanti, Ujjaini and Mahishmati. Then Vatsa. Vatsa's capital was Kausambi. Kosla. Kosla's capital was Ayodhya. Magadha. Magadha's capital was Rajagriha. In the next session, we are going to get the more information about these 4 Mahajanapadas. Let us recapitulate. Can anybody tell me the period of Janapadas? Those who know the answer, please unmute yourself and give the answer and mute yourself. Period of Janapadas.
1000 BC to 600 BC.
Very good. 1000 BC to 600 BC.
600.
Very good. Please tell me around how many Mahajanapadas were till the end of the 6th century? Yes. How many Mahajanapadas were there till the end of the 6th century? Other students are also there. Yes, yes. Avinash, please tell. How many Mahajanapadas were there? We saw in the previous slide, there were 16 Mahajanapadas. 16 Mahajanapadas. Let us see the name of the 16 Mahajanapadas. Again, Anga. See, can you see the pointer?
Yes, sir.
Anga, Magadha, Kasi, Vatsa, Kosla, Surasena, Panchala, Kuru, Matsya, Chedi, Avanti, Gandhara, Kamboj, Ashmak, Vaji, Mala. 16 Mahajanapadas were there. And in this chapter, we are going to get the more information about 4 Mahajanapadas. I hope all of you have understood this chapter. The first session of the chapter is over. In the next chapter, we are going to meet with the another, that is the more information about Mahajanapadas. Thank you. We shall meet in the next session with another part of the chapter.